smile doesn't burden the world, so I'll just keep doing that. Everything's fine. I mean, I expected to be up at 3 a.m., running on a couple hours of sleep and sipping on a triple shot of espresso. Maybe I've even missed a couple of classes here and there. Nothing that can't be made up in one all-nighter. Or two. I'm a biochemistry and molecular biology major, and this overextension is pretty standard. Even respected. People think I'm smart when I tell them what I'm studying, and they think I have my shit together. Well, they got one of those things right. But the things people couldn't see ended up being the most important parts of my life. This is me 2 years ago, 1 month into college. I feel like I did pretty well at pretending like I knew what I was doing with my life.
I'm not homesick or struggling to breathe under piles of homework, but I'm terrified that I'm going to live out a mediocre life and not do anything extraordinary that benefits other people.
But that performance was short-lived, and I ended up here a year later.
I have this complex with my sadness, and it's come to a point where I almost don't know who I am without it.
It wasn't long before I had no other choice but to take a medical leave of absence. I dropped off the face of the earth because I couldn't confront the shame and guilt I felt for having to leave school. I had my good days. Optimism takes everything into consideration and says, with this knowledge, I still choose to see the best with great conviction. But there were also times when I couldn't even look at Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram because everyone seemed to be doing so much better than me. And I felt like a selfish, bitter person. I wanted to be happy for other people's milestones and weekend endeavors, but it was hard to do that when I was at rock bottom.
To be quite frank, I was telling myself at school that I deserved to die because there were just certain qualities about me that now I realize are very human, but that I just thought were horrible, and that I should die and not be living if I didn't attain altruism.
I couldn't tell you when things started to get better. Some days were just about completing basic self-care tasks, like remembering to eat. And somewhere along the lines, I found a new sense of purpose in leadership, writing music, and reconnecting with friends. The unfortunate reality is that mental illness is going to be an integral part of my life, for the rest of my life. But I'm finding ways to manage. Even though it's a significant part of who I am, it isn't all of me.